Let's go back to Bumble. BM Bumble announces that Air Submarine will resign as chief officer. Nope, nothing there. All right, so we are live on YouTube now. And there's nobody in there watching, and that's okay. They will find us. Build it, and they will come. Isn't that what they say? OPTT having some struggles there. SGBX, KULR, nothing there. SNTI. And it's trying so hard. You got to give that one credit. Connie, good morning. You made it to YouTube. PPBT, still trying. Consolidating, going sideways. That's good. JSC. Len, good morning. UMAC, nothing there. HOVR, sideways. ONDS. Boy, that PDYN came down just as quick as it went up, didn't it? NVCR now pushing back. It's trying to crawl back up. Sheila, did you get out of that up there in that $29 range? I think you said you were in that at 22. Oh, Sheila's there. Awesome. Good morning. Good morning. Boy, what an insane run on NVCR. That was nice. That thing popped at about 8:22 this morning when that one decided to go. Still holding. All right, let's take a look at another press release here. Paul, good morning. We'll host the uncensored fourth season of Survivor Barstool. All right. PPBT hitting the scanner again. Looks like it's pushing back up. Need to get that back over 6. That one really needs to get back to 6. Oh, let's see what else we got. SNTI. That one looks, it's still consolidating. Can't make up its mind which way it wants to go. PPBT. Looks like it's making a solid attempt back at that $6 again. We can only hope, right? SPAI, nothing in A. Kind of scrolling down here and looking at some of these press releases from earlier. ONMD. That one's pushing back up again. I don't know if anybody grabbed any of that. ONMD. We talked about that one not too long ago. This is where it's having trouble right here. This 112, 113, 114. It just can't seem to get over 115. We hit 115. We wicked up to 115 once, and it immediately got pushed back down again. So if we can break at 115, I think we'll get a nice little run off of that. Jeremy, OPTT, 66 to 80. Nice trade. Very nice trade. Wolfpack is on fire with these this morning. I'm glad to see that. SGBX, KULR, SNTI looks like it's in trouble here. But that's okay. We made good money on SNTI this morning. There's no worries there. PPBT, Purple Biotech, trying to push back to that $6 range. This is where it's having trouble at 580. We keep having trouble here at 580, and it's just having a struggle. Oil up, little bro. Okay. As long as they keep pumping that oil, we'll keep buying it. OPTT trying to curl back up. Let's go back and look at ONDS. ONDS, not impressed yet. SGBX, MDAI press release. Completes truthing of burn center images, initiates emergency department imaging, nothing there. Let's see. ONMD, let's take a look at that one again. Yeah, ONMD is having trouble. Like I mentioned, it's having trouble in that 112, 113 area. It just can't seem to get over that 112 area. OPTT. SNTI pulling down. Boy, a lot of popping around here from ticker to ticker. HOVR, UMAC, ONDS, PDYN. PDYN, boy, had some high hopes for that little guy. He really went nuts. Paladine went crazy this morning and then just tanked. MOB, Mobilecom, that one's been pushing up all morning. NVCR, still trying. DPRO, looking pretty bad. I still think the best news that we've got this morning was that NVCR. I think that was the strongest news we've had. It hasn't moved the best, but it's definitely been the strongest news, I think. All right, SNTI starting to get a little bit, getting some legs here, looks like. Starting to push up. Now this one's going to have some trouble here at this about 545. If it can get that high, it's going to have some troubles at 545. And if it can break through that, I think it climbs back to 575 pretty easily and then has troubles again, maybe. But if it pops through that, it's going back to 6. So we've got a few milestones that we have to cross here before we get it back to 6. Bonfire Rob, good morning. Well, good morning to everybody on YouTube. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. Doesn't cost you a darn thing to hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button and spread the word. We're on in the mornings doing live streaming on our website. We thought we'd pop into YouTube this morning and do a little live streaming. Say hi. We haven't been live on YouTube in many, many months. It's probably been 6 to 8 months maybe since we've been live on YouTube. I don't use the YouTube platform very often, but I think I'm going to get back to using it quite often again. We spend a lot of time on TikTok, but I think we're going to spend a little bit more time on YouTube as well. SNTI still trying to climb. Connie, first time seeing you here. Cool. Was it easy to find, Connie? Did you have any trouble finding the channel? I don't think there's anybody watching on the website live stream, not on Zoom, but on the live stream. Anybody watching on there? Anybody's on your desktop, laptop, and you can see the message thread. Type me a little message in there. Say good morning. Kind of curious how many people are still in that. Not at all. When you went to YouTube, did you type in, Connie, did you type in Wolfpack Community or Jeff Gainey, or what did you type in the search bar to find the channel? Good day, Wayne. Tim, good morning. EHGO. Let's take a look at EHGO. We got some news here. This one was not on my watch list. Secures a $5 million through convertible debenture offering. So we've got an offering here. EHGO is popping up a little bit. Take a look at that. It's moving up. Relatively small float on this one. EHGO. Let's see if we can. EHGO. I'm not finding that on Know the Float, so can't give you an accurate float amount on that. I search Wolfpack Community. Momo has it at 80 million. E-Trade has the outstanding shares at 21 million. So there's a lot of discrepancy on. Let's see. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning. Need to type Wolfpack Community Trading. That's how I found it. I went over and saw you were live there. Did not have to search at all. Oh, okay. Does the link on the website still work? Somebody log out of there and go back to the website and click on the link and see if that link is still working. Oh, okay. You used it to find. Okay, good. That lets me know what to tell people. Appreciate that very much. All right. Looking for news. EHGO. I don't think I had this one even on my watch list here. Let me look again. EHGO. I did not. So that was a stock that wasn't even on my scanner, but it is now. EHGO. It is now. So I won't miss anything from those folks ever again. And that's how that works. We'll see if that's going to push back up again. I wish I would have caught that press release. It came out 19 minutes ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would have been nice to catch that one a little bit earlier. Was timed out by Kathy Moss for 86 seconds. 86,000 seconds? Is that right? Somebody got timed out for 86,000 seconds? How much is that? EHGO is a Chinatown special. Yeah, there was news on this one. They got some financing. They got secures $5 million through convertible notes. I'm not a fan of the news. I don't think the news is all that. 24 hours. I must have missed his comments. All right. Purple Biotech again. Just saying their shares jumped on positive news. We knew about that. So we'll keep watching. We're going to get some press releases here at 9 o'clock. So if you can hang out with us for another 9 minutes, we might get some 9 o'clock stuff. "24 hours. Well, what did he say? Message leaving. Oh, it was about the oil thing, right? Oh my gosh. What a good morning. JCSE. 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 JE Clean Tech Holdings. That one's starting to pop. JCSE. JCSE. I don't know if I have that one either. Let me check, see if that one. That doesn't sound familiar. Let's see if that's on my list. HIJ. JCSE. Yep. It sure is. It's up 70%. It didn't sound familiar at all. SPAI inching up. JCSE. That's hard to say quickly. Haven't found my razor yet. Nope. Jason, glad to have you here, my friend. Glad to have you here. Going to be doing some live trading on Zoom here with my trading. So you can see how my trades are going. And also, we're going to start doing some one-on-one stuff on Zoom. And I'm going to be creating, I might work on it a little bit today. I'm going to try to create a calendar. I'm going to try to create a calendar. SNGX for Sheila, 317 to 350. Nice. Very nice. Very nice trade there, Sheila. I'm going to create a calendar, probably on the website. I'm going to figure out how to accomplish that on the website. And too late, the calendar has already been created. I don't know who created it. But anyway, I'm going to create a calendar so that people can go in and schedule time. And we can do some one-on-one. If we get like 4 people that have the same question, let's say somebody has questions about press releases, and they want to talk about press releases, and there's 4 of you that have the exact same question, we'll do a session, a Zoom meeting with all 4 people. So we get 4 people at one time. That'll save a lot of time for me. And but if we just got some one-on-one stuff somebody wants to do, talk about their specific account, you want to talk about some of your bad trades and get my advice on, you know, what could have been done differently as far as the trade goes, what mistakes you might have made, or you know, anything along those lines. I'd be more than happy to have a one-on-one with you and talk about that stuff. Darn Good says, why don't you just give us 24 hours of your day? There are people who would take it if I'd give it to them. That is for sure. Note, N-O-T-E. What do we got there? That one popped up. That's an old press release. Announces new customer wins, renewals, expansions in the public sector. Fiscal Note Holdings. N-O-T-E. That popped up, but not much volume there, that's for sure. Now, for some people, some of those Zoom one-on-one meetings might work out well for you during the day. For those maybe that work from home, you know, on a Tuesday afternoon or a Wednesday afternoon. For some people, the weekends. The weekend's about the only time they can do it. Or some of you may be in the evenings, you know, 7 o'clock in the evening, 8 o'clock in the evening. We'll try to find times for everybody that works best for their schedule and works good for my schedule too. We have to always remember Jeff is retired and I like to visit the beach once in a while. Darn Good says I should just wear a pager. That way I'm at everybody's beck and call 24 hours a day. Sheila, NVCR, 20 to 29.10. Unbelievable. What a great trade, Sheila. Holy cow. That is beautiful. Wow. That is nice. That is nice. $7 a share. That is sweet. Sweet. You know, and I haven't heard a single other person say they got into that, Sheila. Not a single other person I has seen commented saying they got into NVCR. I think you might have been the only one. And that paid off for sure. Let's take a look at PPBT again. You know, unless we get a fresh piece of news, about all we're stuck doing here in these later hours of pre-market are watching stocks that we have already known about all morning that are either pulling up, going down, curving back, and going back up again. We're really not getting anything new. But that's okay. Because I know a lot of you who've jumped into positions on these earlier this morning, like SNTI. Now that's back to 580. Okay, so we broke through that first resistance that I was talking about. We're at that second one. Let's see if it can break. Like I said, if it breaks this second resistance on SNTI, that it's going to should pop back to 6. But we had a couple of different places, milestones that we had to break through before it could get to 6. And it's broke through one of them. And it's working on that second one right now. It's trying desperately. I really want to see that break back to $6. And the SNGX 317 to 350. Did anybody else by chance get into NVCR besides Sheila? Is she the only one that took some of that? It's kind of looking that way. Oh, Mike got in it. Okay. Mike got in at, he's looking for 30. Michael was in at 24. You guys are doing pretty well on that then. You're doing pretty well on that one. Great to hear about individual help. I can only speak for myself, but I think if you did a master class on proper entries, you would help most of us. Yeah, we definitely will cover entries. No doubt. No doubt. And now, like I said, now that I'm back in my home office and I've got all my tech here, it's a lot easier for me to trade and I'm settled in again. I'm not completely settled in yet. It's going to take me a couple of days here to get back into the swing. But now that I'm in my comfortable trading environment, I should be able to start doing some one-on-one stuff. FSLY upgraded. FSLY. Let's take a look at that real quick. You know, it's had a nice bounce off of from earlier this morning around 7:30. Really had a nice climb for sure. Not a lot of volume on that, but it's climbed up pretty nice on very little volume. Yeah, we'll cover a series of topics on Zoom as a group in group meetings on some topics that can be covered as a group. SMCI announces completion of review. SMCI super microcomputer. Check it out. It's less than 30 seconds old. SMCI. Steve got NVCR from 21.5 to 23.4. Nice trade. SMCI. For everybody in the back row, SMCI. Please, please, please tell me you guys went and looked at SMCI. Please tell me, please, please, please. I'm gonna say my prayers that you guys were paying attention. Hopefully somebody was paying attention. I don't repeat stocks like that very often, where I repeat them over and over and over and over to try to get your attention. But when I do, you really, really, really need to go look at it. Again, like I said, I'm not a licensed broker, so I can't tell you what stocks to buy. But if I think there's something interesting, I'll make a point of letting you know about it. Now, will this continue to go up? Heaven only knows. But it got a lot of attention on that press release. It went from 32 to 37. And it's still at 36.5 and climbing. So it's definitely something worthy of at least going to look at it. Maybe you didn't buy in when I told you, when I was repeating it over and over and telling you to go look at it. Maybe you didn't get in, but at least you knew about it. At least you could sit back and watch it, analyze it a little bit, figure out where you think it's going to go, look at the news, make a good, solid judgment on whether or not to grab into it. Bob got it from 36.4 to 37.5. Nice trade. Very nice trade, Bob. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see where it's going to go. Let's look at the monthly chart. Look at the gap that we have to fill. And let's take a look at this. This is interesting. Hang on a minute. Let me pull this up on my chart. Let's go doodle. Where's my doodle button? There we go. There's some doodling. Let's take a look at this. What do you think of this? What does this... What does that look like? It's a really crude drawing, I know, but what does that look like? And this is on the monthly chart that I just drew that. Look at the gap to fill. If it breaks through that, if it breaks through that resistance right there, right where I've got my crosshairs, right in there, right where that finger's pointing, if it can break that resistance right there, look at the gap to fill. So, not saying it's going to do it. I'm not giving you a 100% guarantee, but I'm telling you this is forming a nice cup and handle on the monthly. If it breaks that resistance, it's got a pretty nice gap to fill. So pay attention to this one today. Pay attention to this one today. Look at the price action. You guys could be way, way up on this one already. And boom is right. Very, very nice. What did I tell you? I'm glad. I hope a bunch of you got into that. I really do. I hope a bunch of you popped into that. We're paying attention. We've had a couple of 100% runners here this morning with the Wolf Pack. Mark alerted on the $31 dip already earlier this morning. Yes, you did. Mark was in Discord this morning and alerted on that $31 dip. Looks like at 8:40 this morning. So if you were paying attention in Discord, you could have been in the 31 to 32 range real easy. It's still climbing. The news here was the real catalyst that pushed this up. The news was the catalyst that really gave this thing a start. Look at that. How many of you grabbed it? Show of hands. How many people grabbed that bad boy? What a beautiful climb off of that news. I hope everybody got some. How about YouTube? Did you guys pay attention? And when I repeated that ticker over and over and over and over, told you to go look at it, hopefully you jumped in, paid attention to it for just a few minutes to see where it was going to go. And even if you'd have done that, even if you'd have hesitated, you still could have been in the 36 range. And it's at 39 now. So you're still a winner on that stock. But if you'd been in, of course, paying attention on Discord, could have been in 31, 32 if it was something that interested you. I like the news. I always like the news as a catalyst. And this one popped nicely from $32.21, $32.21. We just hit 39. So we're up $7 a share off of that press release. Still long on SMCI at 29.23 from last Friday's dip. Looking for 49. Nice. Now it's at 39.5. Anybody else? Anybody on YouTube taking advantage of that stuff? Doesn't look like it. Class action lawsuits. A lot of class action lawsuits. Going through all the press releases now. Significant invention patent. LGCL received a significant invention patent in artificial intelligence related to human resources. Okay, well, that's on LGCL. PL, that's the ticker symbol, PL. Planet partners with Laconic to deliver AI-powered forest carbon insights, whatever that is, little partnership there. Doesn't seem to be great information. Let's see, what else do we got? Getty Images, spotlights a year. Yeah, it's junk fluff news. Yeah, those $29, $39 stocks. For some folks, that's way out of their wheelhouse. You know, it's not something they want to deal with. You can only get a few shares because of the price. And that's totally understandable. Clicking through press releases, if you're wondering. All right, so let's go back here and click off of some of these old press releases. How was the trading today? Trading today has been very good. Trading today, this morning, and pre-market has been very, very good. We've had a lot of nice runners. NISN. I've got a press release here. NISN announces a $82 million corn supply agreement. It's on NISN. Now, it did pop on the news initially. It went from 838 to 1030, but it's pulled back and pulling down a little bit. I don't think I even have that one on my list. NISN. I do not, but I'll put it on there. So now I've got it on my list in case anything ever happens with it in the future. SNTI, pushing back for that 6 again. Sheila, 32% ROI on NVCR. Not bad, Sheila. That's really awesome. That is a really great ROI. Very, very good. Now, SNTI back to 6. That's what we were hoping for. We said we had some milestones to get through. And if we could break through a few of those milestones, we could get it back to 6. And it finally got back to 6. It's at 605 now, 608, 612. Boom. Starting to take off and looking juicy. Love it. Hopefully you guys have been taking advantage of that. Look at that, 642, just that quick. Boom. Wow, what a nice pop, up to 650. Boy, when we broke through that 6, it sure spiked up nicely. Wow. Can we break 650? That would be interesting. I want to thank everybody that joined us here on YouTube this morning. We've only been on for just a few minutes. We haven't been on here very long. I used to do YouTube live quite often, every day, in fact. But I hate to admit it, but I haven't done YouTube live in probably 8 months or so. It seems like it's been at least 8 months. Look at SNTI go, you beautiful bastard. Look at that thing pop. Holy smokes, 675, 685, 689. We're up 231%, 238% on that call out. 7, holy smokes. What did I tell you about those breaking those little milestones or those little resistance areas? And once it could do that, boom, up she goes. And boy, did it go. It went up $1, almost $1.50 after it broke that 6. And we were breaking those milestones pretty nicely. So what a great catch. Up 200 plus percent since this morning when we first called it out. Early this morning on our live stream. Unbelievable. And look at SMCI all the way to 39.6. I hope everybody's taking advantage of these. Look at those things run. That is beautiful. Oh, let's see. Move, M-O-V-E, receives FDA clearance for Evimed Ring. whatever the Evimed ring is, they got FDA clearance. Company's first 510 clearance unlocks a TAM of 40 billion in the healthcare B2B opportunities. Take a look at that stock. MOVE. 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 Just like it sounds. MOVE. Move. Take a look at it. So many opportunities this morning. My gosh. So let's look at SMCI popping back up a little bit. NVCR curling just a fuzz. SNTI pushing back up again. We might get that back up and break that 735. That would be sweet. Note. How about a move fluctuating a lot. That one is fluctuating a lot. But don't let those little momentary ups and downs scare you. PPBT. Robinhood price target. Price target changed to $42 from $36 on Robinhood. HOOD. Price targets don't usually mean a whole lot. Diana Shipping, DSX. DSX. Diana Shipping commences a self-tender offer to purchase up to 15 million shares. So take a look at that one. That one might get some movement. It's Diana Shipping, DSX. I don't know if it's going to move. There's no volume there really to speak of. Not yet. What platform is out there that is similar to E-Trade Pro? You know, I've only ever used Webull and E-Trade Pro, and I used Robinhood a couple of times many years ago when I got doing crypto. I traded on Robinhood a little bit. Didn't care for it. I didn't think the apps were that user friendly. Webull I really liked. Still use that, but I don't know. I'd have to do some research and find out what other platforms look like, and I don't know of any off the top of my head that are really similar to E-Trade Pro. I'm sure there's some out there. CABA, CABA. SNTI for Samantha, 573 to 718. Nice. John is saying Interactive Brokers platform. Always remember on trading platforms, they're very subjective. Everybody's got their favorites. What is attractive about a platform to one person may be unattractive. That same feature may be unattractive to somebody else. So everybody's got their, opinions about platforms. What mattered to me on the platform was how user-friendly it was, what options it provided me, and for me, the watch list was very important, and customer service. Those three things is what really mattered to me. And I found all three of those with E-Trade. But there's a lot of people that don't like E-Trade. There's a lot of people that absolutely can't stand E-Trade for whatever their reasons are. But I find it to be really, really great. You definitely want something that's user-friendly, something you can navigate through real easy. Take a look at HIMS, HIMS. Price target raised there, but it's not doing anything. And what else news did we get here? Right at SANA, S-A-N-A, receives FDA Fast Track designation. S-A-N-A, Fast Track designation. However, the stock price tanked right at open. So let's go back and look and see what is moving here. We're going to sort everything by volume and see what is actually moving. OPTT is up about 5% here at open. Dow Jones is up 69 points. NASDAQ's up 61 points. S&P's up 12. SPY is up 80 cents. Russell 2000 is up 2 points. So the market is green right now, not by much. It's not a very strong opening, but they are green. The market, all the major indexes are green. So starting off in the right direction. Let's see. What do we got moving here? EHGO is up 5%. HOVR is up 8%. BREA, B-R-E-A, that's up 5%. PRZO is up 6%. And there's a whole string of them that are up like 1%, 0.5%, 1.5%. Nothing huge, nothing big. Nothing's really, really moving hard right now that I can see. PRZO is up 7.5%. Let's move down and look at some of the smaller volume stocks. Stocks that don't have a lot of volume on them just yet, but they're starting to work their way up. Those are good catches sometimes. OMEX is up 6%. SES, that's up 7%. OTLK is up 4%. STEM up 2.5%. So there's not much that's up. Even on the low volume stocks, there's not a lot that's really moving up. We got better movement in pre-market than we're getting right now. GRRR, that one's up 5%, 4%. CDT is up 8%. EHGO is up 8%. PRZO, that's up 11%. Now, PDYN is really trying. It is trying. It is trying. It is struggling. They're all struggling right now. They're all struggling. FSLY is going up. FSLY, you are correct. That one is moving up nice. Building on volume as well. FSLY. I'll have to add that one to my list. Thank you very much for that ticker symbol tip. I've got that added to my list now. FSLY is pushing up nicely. Thank you, Mitch, for that one. I appreciate it. All right, let's see what else we've got going on here. Todd got SANA from 280 to 307. Nice. Nice. Very nice, Todd. That was kind of an obscure one, wasn't it? Low volume. Building. My watch list is about half and half. About half of it's red, half of it's green. Let's see, PRZO. That one's pulling back pretty hard. SNTI starting to climb again. SNTI. Look at that, baby. Come on, push. 760. Come on. Break that $8. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It's up 248% right now. Gosh, what a beautiful run. 251. Nice. All right. I'm going to call it quits here this morning. You guys have a great day of trading. Thank you, YouTube, for joining us. I'll be back on again at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. on the website, and probably on TikTok and probably on YouTube as well. 4 p.m. Eastern time. Pop right back here on YouTube and on the Zoom if you can make it at 4. We'll do after hours trading together, and we'll find some press releases in after hours that we can take advantage of. Until then, have a great day. I'll see you all later this afternoon.